Once held as a platform for nurturing young talent, the EFL Trophy, now known as the Vertu Trophy, has to be one of the most controversial competitions right here in English football. Criticised for low attendances, the inclusion of Premier League academy teams, and a format that has many fans uninspired, the relevance has been questioned time and time again over the last few years. But what if we could breathe new life into this beleaguered tournament? Inspired by the Champions League's successful shift to a league phase format, imagine a trophy here in the UK where every match counts, where lower league clubs have genuine opportunities to shine, and where fan engagement is reignited. A competition that not only develops the brightest future stars, but also brings fan engagement up to a higher level nationwide. Join me today as I rebuild the EFL Trophy, transforming it from a forgotten fixture into a celebrated cornerstone of English football. Before we get started though, a quick reminder to make sure you like the video if you loved it, hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you never miss another video. And make sure you stay tuned for plenty more exciting content, especially over the closed season break. And for now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get straight into this video. So for those who are a bit confused about this format, what is the Champions League league phase? This competition now features 36 teams, up from the previous 32, all competing in a single league table. Each team plays 8 matches against 8 different opponents, 4 at home and 4 away. And these opponents are determined based on a seeding system that divides teams into 4 pots. And this has been done to ensure a balanced mix of matchups throughout the competition. The 8 highest ranked teams at the end of the league phase automatically advance to the round of 16. Teams finishing 9th to 24th enter a 2-legged knockout phase playoff, and the winners of these ties secure the remaining 8 spots in the round of 16. Teams ranked 25th to 36th are eliminated from European competition for the rest of the season. Introducing a league phase format to the EFL Trophy could increase attendances and increase the lacklustre fan engagement that we see, especially in the group stages for this competition. It seems like there's a lack of care in the support of fan bases about this competition until you reach the semi-final or the final when you get to Wembley, and that's the kind of main event where it matters. But there's a lack of support when it comes to group stages, apart from the loyal trusted support that go to every single match in every single competition week in and week out. So I think that a league phase format would reintroduce those audiences, especially with the TV deal that would come with the change in the competition, and it would add a little something different to the audiences and bring something new and really reinvent the financial and also the audience interest in this particular competition. So that brings me to this. This is my introduction of the league phase format into the EFL Trophy. Let me give you a detailed look as to what I think could be done with this particular style of format in this particular style of competition. So of course we have to start with the tournament structure. I've gone with a 64 team tournament in the EFL Trophy with this single league Swiss style format. Each team will play 8 matches against different opponents, 4 at home and 4 away. The top 16 teams will progress to the knockout stages, and the next 32 teams will progress to the playoff eliminators, where each team are randomly drawn against another, and the 16 winners progress to join the top 16 teams in the knockout stages after a 1-legged match. But just who are the teams in my rebuild of the EFL Trophy into a league phase format competition? Firstly, the academy teams have been taken out of the competition. They're going to still play the National League Cup, and here are the teams competing in this rebuild of the competition. This is being recorded just before Burton kick-off in League One tonight as we're recording this on the day. So I've picked out the bottom 8 championship clubs, barring the 3 that get relegated. So as it stands at the table right now, it's Derby County, Luton Town, Norwich City, Oxford United, Portsmouth, Preston North End, Queen's Park Rangers and Stoke City. In pot 2, the first 8 teams in League One, barring the teams that are promoted, and of course who I think are going to go up in the playoffs, which means the teams are Blackpool, Bolton Wanderers, Charlton Athletic, Huddersfield Town, Leyton Orient, Lincoln City, Reading and Stockport County. The next day are Barnsley, Exeter City, Mansfield Town, Northampton Town, Peterborough United, Rotherham United, Stevenage and Wigan Athletic, who make up pot 3. Pot 4 makes up the last surviving League One club as it stands, as well as the promoted and relegated teams from the League 2 and Championship leagues respectively, which overall shows Bradford City, Burton Albion, Cardiff City, Doncaster Rovers, my promoted club, go on you Reds, Hull City, Notts County, Port Vale and Plymouth Argyle. The next pot is the first 8 teams in League 2, barring the 4 promoted teams, of course including the playoff winner. These first 8 teams then are AFC Wimbledon, Bromley, Chesterfield, Colchester United, Crewe Alexandra, Grimsby Town, Salford City and Walsall. The next 8 from League 2 are Accrington Stanley, Barrow, Cheltenham Town, Fleetwood Town, Gillingham, Harrogate Town, MK Dons and Swindon Town. And the last 8 teams in League 2, barring the 2 relegated clubs, are Barnet, Bristol Rovers, Cambridge United, Crawley Town, Newport County, Shrewsbury Town, Tranmere Rovers and York City. And to make sure that the National League was included, I've included the top 8 Vanarama National League clubs, barring the 2 that go up, obviously, which are, as it stands, Altrincham, FC Halifax Town, Forest Green Rovers, Gateshead, Oldham Athletic, Rochdale, Southend United and Tamworth. Through the power of a random wheel generator, yes, it took me about 8 hours, but I finally got there. Let's have a look through some of the more impressive and interesting ties heading into a possible league phase. So we start with pot 1, of course, the 8 championship clubs, and already we've got some fantastic ties in there. So looking at this already, you've got a clash of former Premier League clubs, Derby Blackpool, Norwich Reading, Norwich Stoke, Stoke v Huddersfield. But then you've got some kind of new clashes that you may not have seen for a long time, or even ever. I mean, Luton Tamworth just strikes to me immediately. I think Gateshead QPR could be a fantastic game, or could have been a fantastic game. Stoke Forest Green could be a shock there. Derby Altrincham, that would be a fantastic clash. I do need to state that home or away fixtures aren't decided in this particular video. However, if you do want me to decide that in a second part of this video, then let me know down in the comment section. Pot 2, then you've got some interesting clashes here. Huddersfield Bradford could be a really good Yorkshire tie. I think Lincoln Hull could provide a potential shock. I think Reading getting at least 2 Yorkshire clubs in there with Donny and Harrogate, as well as 2 other nearby or 3 other nearby clubs in Lincoln, Mansfield and Grimsby. I mean, Reading's going to be doing a lot of Yorkshire and Humberside travelling here in sort of Mansfield-ish kind of area. I think Stockport Leyton Orient could be a fantastic clash as well. Bolton Charlton, an ex-Premier League game. In pot 3, the main one stands out to me as Exeter Plymouth. Oh my god, how did we randomise that game happening? Now, I didn't get Peterborough and Northampton together, but both of them have got some interesting games from each other's pot 3 opponents. Stevenage getting Peterborough, Northampton getting Wigan. Some good matches there. I still think Mansfield Hull will be a fantastic match. Now, for my team, Doncaster Rovers, I didn't do that badly here. We randomly drew Luton, Reading, Northampton, Bradford, Wimbledon, Cheltenham, Crawley and Tamworth. A couple of new clashes in there, but some fantastic oldies from the past. Bradford Barnsley will bring quite a few fans. And as we move further down, again, some other fantastic lower league clashes in pots 5, some other brilliant clashes in pot 6. Some big possible away days if we included away and home ties in this particular video for pot 7. And for the non-league clubs in pot 8, some fantastic clashes to some of the biggest clubs in English football. But let me know in the comments down below if you saw your team in that particular pot or any of the particular pots in this video. I think this format could be a brand new, unique way to reignite the interest and excitement in this particular competition. We know the EFL Trophy has received a lot of criticism as well as some praise relevantly over the years. However, I think that a potential new life injected into this competition might be something needed in the future going forward. And I think the league phase format having a successful debut in the Champions League in Europe, I think seeing that here in a UK domestic competition could be a really nice way to bring these competitions into a new era almost. But what are your thoughts on this? Make sure you let me know in the comments down below. And for now, I'm the CHALL, ta-ra for now, and that is full time.